Mmm.
Whether you're craving the classics or ready to try something wild, they've got the burger that gets you. HF Crave. Fresh, local, craveable. Find them at 48th and Holdridge or order online at hfcrave.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage and do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 plus convenient locations. So, you coming? Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, December 5th. See Club for details.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyd Farm Outfitters. Farmers, the Nebraska Ag Expo is coming up on December 9th through 11th at the Sandhills Global Event Center, and we'd love to see you there. Our team will be in two places at once, in the Boyd Farm Outfitters booth and the Green Eye Technology booth, which are both in the Currency building. In the meantime, check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and X at BoydFO to see what we've been working on. Again, that's BOECKFO on social media. We look forward to seeing you at the Expo.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Gaina Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Gaina Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Gaina Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at gainatrucking.com.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze and an afternoon high near 34. Tonight, a chance of flurries, otherwise increasing cloud cover, low around 24. And tomorrow, a slight chance of snow showers, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy, with a high near 31. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Leaves are falling and temperatures are cooling down, but don't put your golf clubs away. Double Eagle Golf makes golf leagues and events possible year-round. Winter leagues begin on December 1st and are open for registration. Check out their deals on monthly memberships and schedule your Husker Watch parties, birthday or bachelor parties, corporate or team outings, or just a good old Saturday with the boys. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street. Book a tee time today or learn more at doubleeagle.golf. It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door, made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's a tremendous Tuesday, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm about to mug my co-host with the sweatshirt off his back because I really like that sweatshirt.
You can't say that, AD.
Yes, I can. And I'm wearing camouflage. I
feel like that's a threat.
No, it's a promise. I'm going to mug you.
Okay.
I need to get one of those sweatshirts, and I'm just going to make a text during the break.
Okay.
To a certain individual. I like that sweatshirt, Swim.
All right. I appreciate that.
I
like it as well.
I like it a lot. If you loved me, you'd give it to me.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on some official AD gear.
Oh, it's already. I just got to pick it up.
Oh,
merch. Oh yeah, it's good to go.
Okay,
it's good to go. See, I got you covered.
Well, maybe we can do an even swap.
No, that's not how this is going to go down, Nick.
Oh, okay. see, you want the cake and you want to eat it too.
No, we can do it. Yeah, we can do it even swap.
Okay. No.
Like
you just declined it. No, you just declined it.
My mind's still a little all over the place, man.
No way.
All over the place. It is a little bit.
I didn't even notice.
Nick, it's cold, dude.
Is it?
It is cold outside. The reason why I didn't wear my vest, my winter vest in here, still a little sweaty from steam room.
Okay.
So I still got Niagara Falls coming down the ball dome. But dude, it is cold. This morning when I woke up, it was 11.
Oh, at like 3:30?
It doesn't matter. It was 11.
Well, it was 11 degrees. What time did you wake up?
3:25.
Okay.
It was 11. Then when I left for the gym, it was 15.
Okay. So it's starting to warm up.
It's starting to warm up a tad bit.
All right.
So
closer to shorts and t-shirt weather.
Yeah, for you maybe. Nick? What is your cutoff for shorts? I'm just curious.
It's not the temperature; it's the wind.
That's a good point.
It's the wind for me.
That's a solid.
Because it's the most Midwestern thing ever. It wouldn't be bad out here if it wasn't for the wind.
Why do we live here in the wintertime?
You're asking some meaningful questions right now.
But there are people who enjoy
some real deep questions.
It's a balmy 17 right now with a high of 35.
I was having this conversation actually with a couple of buddies on Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember which day. And a couple of their significant others were sitting there going like, I can't imagine living somewhere that doesn't have snow, or I can't imagine living somewhere that there's not like a season of cold. And I was like, oh, no. We can have like a season of cold. Number one, I can imagine it really well.
Just not subarctic.
But not freezing temperatures. Like if it just doesn't get below 45.
Yeah.
There's places like that in America.
Nick, and there are. And I'm going to be one of those. I'm going to be a snowbird.
When? I mean, what's the timeline here? I feel like I should be aware of this.
Obviously getting out of college first.
Okay, which is 2 more years?
No, which is in
so this could be happening.
No, not real soon.
Okay.
May, and then you got grandkids and things of that nature.
Of course.
But I will say this, Lord willing, I live this long. At age 63,
okay,
I will have a residence during the winter someplace else.
So, which means I will have a residence somewhere during the winter.
Absolutely.
Somewhere else.
Absolutely.
AD, what's crazy is
I will stay here until December 26th.
Okay.
Get a little bit, and I'm out of I'm the first thing smoking out.
Just having the ability to go somewhere,
to leave, and I'll come back in the spring.
Okay.
Because I love Nebraska.
What's spring like early May?
When there's no more snow.
Okay.
When there's no more snow. I don't want to shovel anymore. I had my snowblower out yesterday.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to be that guy in your neighborhood that doesn't do their walks.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be that embarrassing one.
And so I missed it on
Saturday and Sunday.
Even though people don't
'Cause it
think
kept
of you
snowing.
less, even though people don't think of you less, you feel like other people are thinking of you less.
do. And I live on a corner, so there's a lot of people walking dogs, and I don't
Yeah.
want somebody falling down because
Sure.
I didn't go out there. So I got my
Yeah.
snowblower. Technically, didn't need it, but I'm like, you know what? Still with the back and things, I'm just not taking any chances.
Sure,
That
sure.
constant bending over,
Yeah, of course.
stuff. So I got the blower out, got it out, but I just don't want to do that stuff anymore, man.
I don't blame you.
I
You just need to move, and you'll never do this. Move to somewhere where it's done for you. Buy a nice little townhouse. You and
yes.
Brooke.
Well, no, I don't. No,
See,
I
you don't want this.
No, you don't want this.
See, I'm trying to provide
Nick,
solutions.
It's not whether I do it or someone else do it. I don't want to deal with snow at all.
Yeah, of course.
Don't you notice when you're in Arizona in the wintertime, people smile more down there?
I noticed when I was in Mexico in the wintertime,
Yes!
people smiled a
They're
lot more
just
down there.
smiling
I was like,
because-
man, weather depression is a thing.
It is true, man. And I do like, a fireplace. But then after about January,
I can
I'm like,
enjoy a fireplace in 40-degree weather.
well, then again, Nick, think about this. You start getting like March.
Yeah.
And we're still dealing with this stuff outside.
Well,
it wears on you.
The other piece of it is in with the fireplace stuff. You can have the fireplace that doesn't give off heat. They have those areas, those fireplace entertainment centers.
Just kind of just pieces.
It's just for the ambiance.
Yeah, just the ambiance, just the scenery.
Exactly.
But I don't want to deal with this anymore. Like I said, about 63, depending on grandkids and things of that nature, if my kids decide to have kids.
Can I make a bold prediction though for you?
Yes.
Is that you don't ever leave. That's my bold prediction.
Okay.
And here's why. Is because I know how important family is to you.
Mm-hmm.
And once you get a little bit of grandkids, just a couple, it just takes one or two, you're going to go, you know what? Even for the 3 months that I'm not here, I don't want to not be here.
You know what, Nick? I am not going to push back on that because that could very well be true. However, there are things called airplanes.
There are. But however, okay, if we're going to play this game, however, I'm kidding.
There are things. However.
No,
Yeah.
that's how because I trust me. I have a feeling that for you, AD specifically, you're sitting here, pre grandkids, and it's like, Brooke and I are ready. We're ready to move. When we get to this age, we're gonna get ready to move. Oh yeah. So you're gonna miss the Christmas play? You're gonna miss the Christmas play at the grandkids'
That's why
school?
I'll fly back.
Wow.
I will fly back.
Wow. Different tax bracket.
And I don't
different tax bracket.
No, it's not about that at all.
Just fly on back whenever.
It's about desire.
Grandpa,
Papa.
Papa, I need you.
What do you think would be a good grandpa name for me?
I don't know. I'll probably, even though obviously it won't be your grandkid, I'll call, once you become a grandpa, I'll call you Papa.
I kind of like Papa.
I feel like you'll just be like Pop.
Because my dad's name was Pat Pap.
Oh, okay.
They
So
called him Pat
Papa.
Pap. I kind of like Papa.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
That's fun. That's
what
really fun.
What about Grandpa Doug?
No, kids, it's very important. Show your grandkids the movie Up. That's all that
Yeah.
matters. When you get to
got
that age, AD, show your grandkids because everybody in your family's getting married. You got multiple kids that are getting hitched. Naya and hopefully Max are right around the corner. Maybe not. Hopefully.
Maybe be a long corner.
Okay. So we're still a couple
Like
miles
here in
away.
Omaha.
Yeah, so we're a couple of miles away. Don't Max, if you're listening.
And I
now
love Max. They're just young.
That's
too.
why I said that. That's why I said that. But anyway, actually, no. Let's have this conversation. What's wrong with Max?
Trey Herbst, what's up? No. I
You're
love
good.
Max.
I know you do.
No,
I
I
know.
love
But it was the segue was funny.
Yeah, they're both young, and Naya will probably do her majors in business and journalism and sports broadcasting.
Yeah.
She may travel a little bit, man.
Heck yeah.
She may travel a little bit.
Heck yeah.
And I think her going to Rome a couple years ago helped me with that because that was a painful 3 months for me.
I remember.
You remember how painful
Oh,
that was
I
for me,
remember
man?
how tough it was.
Yes, because if she
Because you couldn't just hop on a plane and go over there.
Exactly. So she needed something. But although
Plane.
You
can just fly whenever, huh?
My godbrother said he's in the military, can't really tell you what he does. And then I got another buddy who can't tell you what he does. He goes, AD, tell me her location. I told them her location. They says, no worries.
Yeah.
We have assets.
Whoa.
I was just glad to hear it. She didn't even know that she was.
Alejandro didn't know that there was powerful people watching.
Alejandro didn't know he could disappear and no one ever see him again.
Exactly. That's right. That's right.
Anywhere, ever. Troy, what's up, Trey? Trey goes, AD will look good in a 55-plus community. No lawn care, no snow scooping. That alone is better than moving south.
Yeah.
Yes. Trey, I could do that. And think about 55. That's literally 3 years. That's literally, yes, that's 3.5, almost 4 years away from me, man. So that is not very far at all.
Dang.
Hizzlebear, I haven't started my fireplace in 4 years. Dude, you got to do it, man. It's good stuff. I like this disc golf. Jake Peepaw is a win for Grandpa Name. Shout out Mark Kotlick. I like Peepaw. I like that. I like
Man,
that.
you like Peepaw.
David says, you don't call me Papa Bear, Nick.
I don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, David. I will continue to call you David.
Shout out to DF, though, man. His first day back in the gym yesterday.
Yeah, we saw that. That was awesome.
DF, congrats, man. God bless you. I'm so glad that you recovered, because you said a 10-hour surgery just almost 2 months ago, press it up on 2 months.
Yeah.
When you open somebody completely up for 10 hours, man, he's a walking miracle.
Hizzlebear says, I haven't started my fireplace in 4 years. I feel like a lot of that, the in-home fireplaces, I'm not talking about the outdoor bonfires, right? Those are fun and really nice. I don't know if this is just a me thing or Hizzlebear obviously hasn't started his fireplace in 4 years. Here's the deal, though, is I feel like it's so much work to like make sure, and this is very important, to make sure it's like fully extinguished, to clean up everything after it's done burning. The indoor ones,
I got a gas
like
one.
like the traditional ones.
Yeah.
That I feel like you just don't want to have to deal with it. The outdoor bonfires, those little portable ones that you can move around in the backyard, great.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever, in a house that has a fireplace, don't know if I'd ever actually want one that has a fireplace.
See, in our first house, we had a real one, and it smelled great, but like you said, you were always worried, is it out? Is it out?
Yeah, because I can still smell it.
Yeah.
Because I can still smell
it. It kind of kept me annoyed a little bit.
Mhm.
With this one here, you just click the switch, and it's done.
That's
done
perfect
deal.
then. So
Swim, go ahead.
Well, AD, I was going to say this. I mean, are you paying attention to any of the stuff that's going on? Obviously, in the college football coaching carousel. We talked about it yesterday. Alex Golish to Auburn, John Summerall to Florida, Pat Fitzgerald official now to Michigan State. Obviously, the big one is Lane Kiffin, Ryan Silverfield to Arkansas. Penn State is a conversation that we haven't necessarily had in depth quite yet.
And I'm excited to dive into it.
But it's crazy because the BYU coach, Kalani Sitake, is the front runner for that. However, a couple of the powers that be, and this shows what really runs college football nowadays, a couple powers that be, donors, big money boosters at BYU, and we know that there's a lot of money
donuts
out there in Provo.
Cookies.
That's right. They are trying to step up and persuade Kalani Sitake to stay at BYU.
When you sent me that, I did some deep diving on that.
Ooh. Well,
cookies.
so the biggest one that AD and I are referring to, the Crumble Cookies CEO, is a BYU grad, and he tweeted something along the lines last night after all of this came out and after all of it was known. He said, he came out and tweeted this. His name is Jason McGowan. Some people are not replaceable. It sounds like it's time for me to get off the sidelines and get to work.
Which means his checkbook is going to get off the
sidelines.
sideline.
Exactly. Just to give you an idea, Jason McGowan, in terms of booster, 2 years ago, I believe, BYU fans rushed to the field after they beat a top 10 team. And obviously the Big 12 has fines for when teams rush the field and when fans rush the field. Jason McGowan covered the entire fine for the BYU athletic department. He announced earlier in the week before the game actually happened, hey, if we end up beating them, I will cover the fine for the Big 12 conference to allow fans to rush the field. This guy now is doing everything he can to keep Kalani Sitake as the BYU head coach.
The overall net worth of Crumble Cookie, is
I don't even know if I want to know this.
Potential sale value is $2 billion
for cookies.
For cookies. They're actually this year, early this year, the company was exploring to sell with a valuation of $2 billion. So you can only imagine what his net worth is when your company is valued at $2 billion to sell. So it would not be an issue for him to write some checks.
Now, obviously, Crumble Cookies is doing just fine.
Yep,
they're doing just fine. I hate the concept, though. I hate the concept of changing your menu every week, and it's like, hey, well, it's more so of just like these are our 5. Now, granted, it increases demand because the everybody wants to try their signature flavor of the week and stuff like that. But to go in there, like I just want to get a sugar cookie, or I just want a normal chocolate chip cookie. I look at their website. These are their cookies this week. snickerdoodle sandwich, sea salt toffee skillet cookie. I mean, that sounds
Good
delicious.
Lord.
Okay, maybe I changed my mind. A sticky toffee pudding cookie.
Goodness.
And then there is a raspberry cheesecake cookie.
Dear baby Jesus. Wow.
I'm sure they're delicious, but I'm out on the concept. Or at least have just traditional cookies available as well. Because I've gone in there ready to get crumble cookies up in Omaha and trying to get it for a party. And I'm like, can I just get chocolate chip? Oh, sorry, we don't have that on our menu this week. I go, you can't just whip up a batch of chocolate chip cookies?
Whip up a batch. Nick, you go in there. Do you know who I am?
No, I'm not pulling. I'm not pulling that card.
Swim. I need a chocolate chip cookie. And don't tell me you don't got the ingredients.
I literally just need a dozen. You put plenty of chocolate chips in your double brownie chocolate cookie. I just need a chocolate chip cookie. But that's beside the point. The most important point is if Penn State can't close the deal with Satake, with Coach Satake after the Big 12 championship game this weekend, Penn State's in a wild spot. You probably look at Jeff Brom as the next option for Penn State.
Yeah. Do you think Campbell's name is pretty much out of it from Iowa State?
It just feels so strange that we just haven't heard it more. Like it's now, granted, with Penn State's job, we haven't heard a lot of actual factual names, but I'm just surprised like we haven't heard it more.
Right.
That's the weird spot for me. And there's something about it. Why I get that a lot of times Coach Matt Campbell at Iowa State maybe turns down some jobs. I get it. There's got to be something else. Like
you've mentioned that before.
Doesn't it just feel like there's something else? And this is just purely speculation and opinion. But like I look at, there's a lot of coaches that are in really good situations currently.
Right.
That still
he's one of them.
And he is, right? Expectations are just mediocrity in all honesty, right? If they make a Big 12 title game once out of every 5 years, fans are thrilled, right? Out at names. And if you maybe win the Cy-Hawk Trophy,
beat Iowa this year,
right? That's the big one, is win the Cy-Hawk Trophy. But it's like there are so many places to where, as like a competitor, don't you want to sit there and go, I want to do this at a larger institution? Because there's got to have been opportunities. There has to have been opportunities for him.
You know, Swim, I'm excited for us to dive more into this. So I'm going to read a few texts. We're going to come back to this as well, because I think it's fascinating. I love what you say, fascinating, because it is fascinating to me with someone of that caliber, the success he's had at Iowa State, and he's still there. Austin Hanson, what's up, brother? He goes, Christmas with the Cranks. I love that movie, man. Tater, what's up, brother? He goes, I think Pop has a ring to it. Long time, no text. Hope you guys are doing great. Tater, I hope you're doing great and hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving and staying safe, brother. Appreciate you. Folks, we're going to come back. We're going to read some more of these texts. Big Daddy Travis, good morning to you. He goes, Penn State is going through a Bill Callahan moment. Setback for 20 years. And you know what, Big Daddy Travis, the way that things are looking at Penn State, if they get turned down this weekend or in the next few days, I don't know where they go. You know, I'm not saying there's not other names out there, but I agree with you, Big. I agree with you. Folks, we'll be back. It's The Drive, 937 A Ticket.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. The holidays are here, and Fairway has everything you need for charcuterie boards, shrimp trays, party platters, wine, beer, spirits, and so much more. Plus, custom fresh cuts on USDA choice or prime grade beef, all natural pork, fresh chicken, and seafood. Your holiday meals start at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
If you're seeking a career with a growing company, Dana Trucking and Excavating is hiring and looking for additions to their team. Dana Trucking has a strong team culture, competitive pay, 401ks, and benefits like health, dental, and vision. Drivers are guaranteed 40 hours per week, even in the winter months, and are home every night. Start your career today at Dana Trucking and Excavating. Apply today at GainaTrucking.com. Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. There's only one place this holiday season to shop for the sports fan in your life and get cash back for slightly used sports items you don't need anymore. Play It Again Sports. Check out their selection of new and used items, including home fitness equipment like treadmills, exercise bikes, and ellipticals, and get your lift on with free weights, benches, and racks to add to your home gym. And don't forget, if you have anything slightly used to trade in, they'll give you instant cash. Holiday shopping starts and ends at Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze and an afternoon high near 34. Tonight, a chance of flurries, otherwise increasing cloud cover, low around 24. And tomorrow, a slight chance of snow showers, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy, with the high near 31. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com, or text APPLY to 785-369-1320. For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe. Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer. Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this tremendous Tuesday. This chilly Tuesday. 17 degrees outside right now at 1040 O Street. Come on down to the mill. Grab yourself some coffee. Read a book, have a meeting, do some Zooms, do some work, or just say hi to myself and swim.
Might go hit some range balls later today. 17 degrees.
I hope it's inside.
I wonder if it's mats or if we can use the grass.
Hey, bro, I'm getting closer to be able to swing a club, though.
Well, when you do, we'll go to our friends at Back Nine.
Yes, it's going to be
that is where I am going to be, actually, probably at some point.
Yes, I am looking.
Shout out to our incredible friends at Back Nine, which, by the way, stay tuned. I need to talk to Jason, our good friends over at Back Nine. Jason and Matt. Matt is the instructor over there. Over on between 14, it's on 14th and essentially Pine Lake, just a couple blocks south of it, between Yankee Hill and Pine Lake. And here's the deal, though. I need to talk to Jason because we're giving away a month's free membership this month on the show. We have a lot of golfers that listen. A lot of folks are hanging out here as well. And Back Nine is one of the best places to go in Lincoln. I love it out there. I go pretty often. And we're talking lots of room, private bay. We're even going to potentially do something to where myself, Jay, Jake, if you're healthy, you're obviously included.
I have 30 days.
Okay, we can wait 30 days.
Swinging in 30
where
days.
Where we are going to basically go and play a 3-hole match between the four of us and see who's the best golfer at the ticket. We know it's probably Jake or Jay, but we can hold our own a little bit.
I'm excited. I'm excited to swing the stick and see and check out Back Nine too, man. I'm excited to check that out. Folks, this segment is brought to you by Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services. He's been a well-represented rep since 1999, well-respected rep since 1999. Can help protect your home, your family, your vehicle, even your future. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100 or visit one of his 2 locations in Lincoln or in Seward and learn how Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services can help you. So when there's, like I said, we're going to go in the NFL very quickly and go over the kind of the big games, if you would. But 3 things in particular. And of course, folks, we're going to get into the John Butler dismissal at 10 o'clock and discuss that for the remaining of the show because there's a lot to unpack there. Also, we want to give for you just be kind of priming you for that. What would you like to see in a new DC? What would you like to see in a new DC? What was missing? We know the obvious, but what was missing in your mind? But what would you like to see in a new DC? And also throw some names out there that you're thinking of, regardless if they're with an institution or not. But there's going to be a lot of DCs looking for jobs. There's a lot looking right now as far as that goes. Yeah. So there's a lot out there. So like I said, we'll be discussing the John Butler departure at 10 o'clock for the remainder of the show as far as that goes. So let me ask you this. Are the Broncos, Patriots, and Bears for real?
I'll be honest. I think
out of those 3, which one are you
so
buying?
Would you say the Bears,
Broncos, Bears, and Patriots? Which one are you buying?
I think the Patriots are the most. I have the most confidence in,
even with their soft schedule.
I do because they've shifted in the way that they are using some of their guys, and let me explain. We've seen it to where and they did the same thing organizationally as they transitioned from Damian Harris to Ramondre Stevenson. We're seeing it now, the transition from Ramondre to TreVeyon Henderson. TreVeyon Henderson is firmly their number 1 running back in the backfield. And it took a little bit when they were struggling at the start of the year and they had a couple of losses like they have on the season. It wasn't hesitancy to give the ball off to TreVeyon. It was that they were just, we don't want to give you the full load just yet.
Right.
And we've seen a little bit of a difference. Now, obviously, the quarterback play from Drake May, man. Drake May has firmly worked himself into the MVP conversation. And this just goes to show that, once again, if you have a couple of playmakers on the perimeter, right, in terms of like Keyshawn Boutte and stuff like that. But other than that, like this isn't a team, I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, that has just so much money invested into their skill positions. I mean, yeah, sure, Drake May is what he is at quarterback and stuff, but TreVeyon Henderson's on a rookie deal. Keyshawn Boutte is on a relatively conservative deal. Who's on the other side? Stephon Diggs. Like at the end of the day, man, like the Patriots have done a really nice job formulating this roster, and we cannot deny the fact that they went out and got a very good head coach in Mike Vrabel.
Nick, Vrabel is the reason why I don't dislike the Patriots as much, because I love the dude, man. I think the Titans are still wondering what I'm gonna tell you what started, in my opinion, when they released and traded AJ Brown.
Yeah,
you could see his face in that war room, and he was livid.
Mm-hmm.
That following season, he was gone. Tennessee ain't been the same since. Fired a coach already a month and a half, 2 months ago.
Yeah,
bottom of the barrel. And Vrabel went back home. I was hired back home by Kraft as well, as you know, and instilled a workman-like mentality back there. Nick, their only losses this year were to my horrible Steelers and the depleted, downtrodden Raiders. That was their losses this year. They have beat the Panthers, who, obviously have had a better season. They beat the Bills. The Saints are garbage. Titans are garbage. Browns, Falcons, not very good. The Bucks, they beat the Bucks. The Jets, not very good. The Bengals can scare you. The Giants are trash. They beat them last night.
Hey, did you see Younghoe Koo's though kick where he got his foot stuck in the turf?
It looked like me with an iron.
We're not supposed to talk golf.
Yeah,
we got told on the text line.
Enough.
Yeah. I think that's Farley on the text line, by the way.
That is a true testament. That's just a snapshot of the Giants season, though.
It is.
Stubbing their own toe. That was a snapshot of their season and the Steelers as well. But you know what? They got an off week, which will come nice. But, Nick, here's the Patriots' finishing schedule, okay? They got the Bills, which will be another dogfight. They got the Ravens. That'll be a dogfight. And then they finish with the Jets and the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
Teams they should beat.
Yeah.
I think, here's my thing. I think the Patriots, although their schedule's been somewhat soft, they've won. They can't control who they play. Yep. They've won the games.
Wait, that's interesting that you bring that up.
Yes, they've won the games that they.
So they've beaten up on bad teams, the teams that they're supposed to win against.
But they've beaten some good teams too. They took care of the Buccaneers. They took care of the Bills. They took care of a feisty, Bengals team, which their record is kind of here and there, but still they're a feisty team. But like I said, I think we'll learn a lot more when they face the Bills in 2 weeks and then the Ravens following week. But man, it's you can't deny that Vrabel has just instilled his workman-like, tough-nosed mentality back in New England.
Drake May on the year, he's leading the league in passing yards with 3,400 passing yards this season, 23 touchdowns to just 6 interceptions, fourth in the league in QB rating. I just, once again, you can't speak enough about just, sure, the mentality of it, right? And the mentality of that defense is really, really good. It reminds you of, dare I say, the mid-2010s Patriots. Now, not comparing Drake May to Tom Brady by any means, but just that kind of the tenacity that they have and the way that they're the physicality that they have and stuff. And man, they put a hit. Did you see the hit last night on Jackson Dart?
He better learn how to get down.
He needs to learn how to really because
it was
a legal hit.
It was a legal hit, and he's got to learn that he's going to be on the sideline again if he does. And I ain't talking about. No, he's going to be sidelined.
Yeah, it was interesting because, I mean, that's just the difference, though, also, between a veteran who knows, okay, at what angle do I need to be running at to where it is 100% certain that I am going out, right? That the defense cannot hit me because my angle of my body is so definite towards the sideline that they shouldn't be able to hit me. He was still going more vertical rather than horizontal. And so Jackson Dart was firmly trying to get that first down, took a shot, a very legal, good hit.
And he should have went out of bounds way before.
He should have went out of bounds, but then also there's nothing better than I love seeing like tight ends and offensive line just come to the rescue of their quarterback because it was
almost a brawl over there,
big time dude. I mean, just big bodied guys just going at, just throwing their weight around. And I'm like, this is cool though. Like this speaks to the team. Now, part of it also is what Jackson Dart has meant to the offensive line and to his teammates too. I mean, because here's the deal. There's nothing more awkward on the flip side to where a quarterback takes a big hit and guys don't help him get up, guys don't come to his defense and other stuff like that. There's a difference between that. That was just something that I kind of picked up on last night.
What about the Broncos? You buying or selling?
Oh, man.
That's a long pause.
Yeah, I don't know. I would say buy. On a down year for Kansas City, we don't know what the Chiefs are going to do. We have to probably go forward with the mentality the Chiefs might not make the playoffs, right? The Broncos, I look at the Broncos and Chargers, and I kind of put them in the same conversation. because they've done a really good job of trying to contend with the arms race that Kansas City started in the AFC West, but doing it in a more maybe traditional, maybe is the better word for it, where Kansas City really started to build this thing on high-powered offense, really talented skill positions. I'm talking all the way back to Tyreek Hill, where the Broncos, as much as maybe you dislike Sean Payton, the Broncos have surrounded their defense with some studs, Surtain and Nick Bonito,
and retaining Vance Joseph
Vance
was huge. After he got
great.
70-some points hung up in Miami.
Exactly.
He let Sean know, look, dude, you're going to let me coach my defense or not? I don't need you in my area. Sean Payton's the type of dude you have to stand up to him. And Bo Nix did that last year.
Yeah.
Relationship has not been the same since. He lets Bo do his thing. Obviously, he's calling the plays. But, Nick, I'm buying the heck out of Denver.
So, and then I think they're good enough offensively to where they'll be able to contend.
Think about this. For the past 3 weeks, 4 weeks, they didn't have Patrick Surtain playing.
Yeah, that's right.
And that defense is still lighting people up, man. Their only losses this year was week 3 and 4, back-to-back. They lost against the Colts by 1, a game they should have won. They lost against the Chargers 23-20. They're losing. They've lost. Their total loss has been by a total of 4 points this entire year.
But doesn't it also feel
and they've won ugly when they've needed to?
In my opinion, you don't feel great about any team anywhere. Like, I'm talking AFC, NFC. And this is why I think we could be going for a really interesting playoffs. Because if the season ended today, which it doesn't, right? If the season ended today, Bears and Broncos would be your number 1 seed in the NFC and AFC respectively. All right. But then they would, in the second round, have to, if you're Chicago, you'd have to play more than likely Tampa Bay or Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
How much confidence do you have in Tampa Bay not being or losing to the Bears? Like, I would take Baker Mayfield and the veteran defense over the new kids on the block.
There's something.
I'm
going to hold that.
That's fine.
Talk about
this
but I see your point.
So then you go to the other side of the bracket, and the Los Angeles Rams still somehow are the number 2 seed because they're playing well, right? And they would have to play the winner of Green Bay and Philadelphia. Green Bay and Philadelphia is a first-round game. That's your first-round game in the NFC.
And me and you both know playoff teams are a lot different than they are regular season.
100%. You just have to get there.
Yep.
You just have to get there. And then in the AFC, Indianapolis and Jacksonville. Indianapolis is the 6th seed having to go to Jacksonville. How much confidence? We know what Jacksonville and the game against the Chargers a couple of years ago was.
Right.
And then in the other first-round game, Buffalo against New England. Like that, those are your first-round matchups. The Bills, Josh Allen against Drake May. In time and time again, we know what the Bills do in the playoffs, and unfortunately, that's a lot of times choke. But I just feel like these are wide open. And so, sure, in week 13, we can sit here and go, I buy the Broncos or I buy the Bears. But it also could be a story of last year where the Lions lose right away. And you just sit there and go, well, all right, this is awesome.
This is Terrell for sure.
Yeah. Yep, that's Terrell.
Oh, because he texted in the picture of Big Shirley.
Yep.
With the Steelers jersey on.
How do you feel about your Steelers as we wrap up this segment?
Oh, absolutely sell. They are.
Sell.
They are. I'm not going to sell
the team.
No, I'm not going to. But I'm saying anything as far as players. To answer Brad from Baldwin, man, I don't see it happening, man. I just don't, bro. As far as this season, unless something dramatically turns around, you got Aaron Rodgers saying he needs receivers to show up to film sessions, and he mentioned it was not a good week of practice. You got TJ Watt just simply saying, we got to get better. It just, to me, Pittsburgh right now, I love Mike Tomlin. I absolutely love Mike Tomlin. But sometimes, man, a new scenery is good because his inability, I'm not saying inability because it's not inability, his refusal to get rid of unproductive coordinators is costing them.
Yeah.
That drive they had to go down, it looked like a different team. And then they go down to the goal line and throw an interception. So I'm like, where's that offense at for the whole year? I mean, Pittsburgh is just not a good football team, man. And I do see this being the last year that they go under 500 by the way they've played thus far. Unless they change things around, but I'm not optimistic at all, man. I'm just not optimistic.
Pessimistic.
Yeah, what's that?
You're pessimistic.
I'm very pessimistic about it. So we'll see. We'll see. Folks, when we come back, quick history segment, we're going to dive in. Who would you like to see, or what type of style of defense do you like to see? Do you like the 3-3-5? Do you like the 4-3? Maybe you're a 3-4 person. Maybe you're 46 like Buddy Ryan back in the Bears.
Nice.
Who knows? We'll talk about it.
515.
515.
Let's just make up numbers.
What
is that? 425. How about 2 down linemen?
2 down linemen. We'll be back.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you can bring a friend anytime and so much more when you join today. You heard that right. Conquer the stair climber with your partner in climb. Enjoy a post-workout recovery session in the hydro massage and do it all again with access to any of our 2,700 plus convenient locations. So, you coming? Get all the perks with a PF Black Card for $1 down and $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, December 5th. See Club for details.
This holiday season, give the gift of good taste with a gift card from Valentino's. During double discount days, double your discount from $5 to $10 free with a $50 gift card purchase. Valentino's handcrafted pizza has been a family favorite for generations, and our gift cards make the perfect holiday gift. And right now, during gift card double discount days, when you buy $50 in gift cards, get a $10 gift card free. Happy holidays from Valentino's.
When it comes to concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction doesn't stall. They go for the takedown. As Nebraska's full-service concrete contractor, they stay in bounds, hold inside position, and never forfeit quality. Whether it's foundations, flatwork, or concrete coatings, they elevate performance and pin down results that win every time. Stevens & Smith Construction is a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket. Because when it's time to wrestle with concrete, Stevens & Smith Construction slams expectations. Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle.
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
For remote starters, audio upgrades, and more, there's only one place to go. Auto Sounds of Lincoln at 48th and O.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
The top-ranked Nebraska volleyball team is trying to play its way to the Final Four in Kansas City. Make your plans now to cheer on the Huskers with a VIP travel experience from Sports Trip and the Nebraska Alumni Association. Travel round trip from Lincoln in a luxury motor coach with free parking, plus an overnight stay at the beautiful Hotel Indigo in Kansas City. See details and register at HuskerAlumniTrip.com. Hurry, spots are limited. Register now at HuskerAlumniTrip.com.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now. In our new time, we're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
Hey guys, Nick Stannard here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, December 5th for a special edition of Old School from 3 to 6 p.m. at Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill. We're raising awareness and funds for the Nebraska Greats Foundation, and we'll have many former Husker greats in attendance to promote as well. That's Old School this Friday at Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill at 27th and Jamie Lane, sponsored by Alpha Wealth Advisors.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back. Nick, you go first. What you got in history?
All right, you ready for this?
1648?
Not today, a little bit later, present day. Well, not really. 1916. So a little farther away. A little longer ago.
I think that's when Kappa Alpha Psi was born.
Okay, well, not on this day.
That year.
Okay, well, not on this day. Anyway, so is that your thing?
No, I'm
what are you?
I'm iota.
Okay.
Oh!
There it is. Thank you.
You know.
I don't.
The Kappas, the noops is what they call
Sometimes I regret not joining one.
Really?
I haven't decided. 1916. How about this one? The National Baseball Commission orders that injured players get full pay for the duration of their contracts. An injury clause that was previously instituted allowed clubs to suspend players' pay after paying them for 15 days. So how about this? Talk about a player-friendly deal.
Wow.
On this day in 1916, the National Baseball Commission, gosh, I stumble over the word baseball every time. National Baseball Commission ordered that injured players get the full pay for the duration of their contracts while injured. Previously, there was an injury clause that allowed clubs to suspend players' pay for the foreseeable future after 15 days. So if you were hurt for longer than 15 days, you weren't getting paid.
I broke my arm.
Yeah.
Well, sucks to be you.
Yeah. All right, we'll get you this $22 that you're owed over the next 15 days, and then we're going to be done. I wonder what was the largest contract in 1916?
Yeah, it would be interesting.
Largest MLB contract, 1916. Okay. Ty Cobb. Ty Cobb, 1916, was the highest paid player. His salary from the Detroit Tigers, $20,000.
Wow.
20,000 buckaroos.
They make that for putting on a shoe now.
Yeah.
Halfway.
Yeah. Hold on. How much does Shohei Ohtani make a day? Shohei Ohtani. Hold on. This is going to be really interesting. Each day. Shohei Ohtani. Oh, my word. Okay.
What is? I don't even know.
No,
I don't even have a guess.
You don't want to know. In the time that we've had this conversation, Shohei Ohtani's made $133. Shohei Ohtani makes approximately $191,780 per day, based off on his $700 million 10-year contract to the Dodgers. Once again, $191,780 per day. It equates to $133.18 per minute. $2.21 per second.
Dang. 191,000 a day.
That's based on the 40-hour work week.
He can go to Warhorse and do pretty good.
Yeah, shout out to our friends at Warhorse.
Here's 100,000 in chips.
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah.
back tomorrow
Yeah,
with 191,000.
No. Here's can I take $100,000 out, please? Yeah, sure, sir. Okay, cool. And then how about this? I still have, how much did we say? Like 90, or it was like $93,000 left over per day.
Goodness.
So yeah, so every day, $191,780 per day. What do you do with it? You don't. You don't do anything.
Well, you get a business partner that goes and squanders.
Yeah. You get your translator to gamble for you. Conspiracy. I mean, that's disgusting to think about.
Oh, that's a lot of loot, man. That's a lot of loot.
That is disgusting to think about.
Folks, in 1995, Nebraska quarterback touchdown Tommy Frazier wins the Johnny Unitas Golden Arm Award. I remember when T. Frey, during a few years in college, it was me, Tyrone Williams, Baron Miles, and T. Frey. We had a house over on Madison Street by Nebraska Wesleyan.
Great part of town.
Oh, yeah, great part of town. And actually, fun fact, Nick.
Oh, no.
The family of Charlie Starkweather lived there for a while.
Okay.
Do you know who Charlie Starkweather is?
I do not.
Text liners know who it is. Text line, let us know. You know who it is. Nick, you're too young. Heck, I was too young. I wasn't born yet. Him and a gal, Carol Fugate.
Okay, this is different. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
They were
a spree killer.
Yeah, a spree
That's
killer.
awesome.
Was 1950 what?
57 to 58, November of 57 to January of 1958.
I think they were caught in Wyoming or something like that.
They were.
But
they murdered 11 people in Nebraska and Wyoming.
What was the side?
It was. I don't.
Not side piece.
Yeah. I was gonna say easy. I don't know where you're going. I didn't know where you were going with that. I was trying to. I know exactly. Everybody knew what you were going to say, and I thought, okay, how can I fill this to interrupt you so where you don't sidekick? I mean, yeah, there you go. Accomplice would be so much better. You were just like, what's the side? And I was like, oh, just say side gig. What did you do on the side? What did you do? Geez, that was.
What was her name?
I was starting to sweat as that one was that was unfolding. I'm trying to find it here.
I gotta look at the text.
Okay, here. Charles Starkweather side piece. Sidekick. We'll just go sidekick. Carly Ann Fugate.
Yeah, I got it right then.
Yeah, you're right.
She was this accomplice.
Yes, accomplice, friend.
She said, let me take this back. She said there's a lot of things that saying she didn't participate. That she was there against her will, whatever. But that was, I mean, people were storing, people had guns, just sleeping out, in their front, their front rooms and snatching kids up from school. It was because we had seen nothing like that here in Nebraska at that time, man. And there were people. Let us know, text line, if your parents.
Is she still alive?
I think she is.
She is.
She is still alive. Big B, my parents knew the few Gates family. Absolutely murder. Manson is still in jail and he didn't kill anyone.
Ayo.
One-eyed Ray.
So she's released.
I think she was about 3-5, maybe longer than that. 10 years ago, give or take, Nick?
Yeah, it says criminal status released. I don't know. I feel weird talking about this.
But she was only, I think, like 16 years old or something like that when it went down. I know she was a teenager still.
Yeah.
He went to Lincoln High.
Okay.
Yeah. So we lived in one of his parents.
Yeah. So he was sentenced to death in 59.
Yeah. Yep. Charles Starkweather. We lived in his old crib. And see, Tyrone and Baron, Baron was from New Jersey. Obviously Tyrone and Tommy were from Florida. And they were like, man, who's Charlie Starkweather? I said, dude, this dude was a mass murderer. They're like, man, why you tell me living in his house, man? I was like, well, you didn't ask. By the way, any murders ever lived here before?
Yeah. I feel like, doesn't that have to disclose stuff?
Well, the murder didn't happen in the house.
So actually, okay, that's good then.
Yeah, the murders didn't go down in the crib.
So I believe, if my math is correct, so they commuted Fugate's sentence to 30 to 50 years, making her eligible for parole.
Like in 89.
And that was in 73. So even if it was the max of 50 years, she would have been out in 2023.
2020.
Yeah.
Give or
years.
take, yeah.
Yeah, in 50 years.
She's got to be up there in age by now, though.
She's 82.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
82. Born July 30th, 1943. So she would have been
like my dad's age.
She would have been like 14,
Yeah.
15 when all
She'd be
this
like
went down.
83, 84 years old right now, give or take.
She is 82.
Big Hoss, what's up? He goes, I was told by my grandma that when they brought scarf weather through Nebraska. My grandpa was one of the officers there.
Wow.
Yeah, Starkweather. So I know we're talking about, probably driving the text.
Anyway,
Dirty Tony, the
no,
boys.
easy,
before we go.
easy. Watch on. I don't know what else all said. Oh, okay, never mind. Okay,
Yeah,
never mind.
I read that first part.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay,
Carol
we're
Ann
good.
died a few years ago. Thanks, Dirty Tony, and the boys.
According to the Wikipedia page, there's no day of death.
He says his grandfather had multiple loaded weapons by his side when he slept while his mother was a child. Yeah, man, that was a crazy time.
Yeah.
And Nick, there's houses by the country club when you go down is where some of them went down at.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy deal.
That's crazy. All right, we didn't expect to hear this.
Yeah. I remember Tommy and those guys were pissed me. Man, why'd you tell us somebody was murdered and lived in here? I'm like, no, they didn't murder the person in the house, his family, man. And Tyrone goes, hey, man, because them Southern boys, man, I'm man, I don't start talking real fast. Hey, man, I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that many people.
My buddies are texting me and they're disappointed in me that I don't know about it. I didn't know about this.
You're too young, though.
Thank you.
I wasn't even born
you.
yet. But it's a pretty broad Nebraska history story.
Who was the Starkweather's sidekick accomplice? Who was it?
I am the sidekick.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, Custer's like she could have been. I don't know. Look, that's a conversation for another time.
Who's going to replace Johnny Butler as Nebraska's defense coordinator? Who would you like to see, and what are some characteristics you'd like to see in the next DC? Eric says AD bringing the sunshine and rainbows this morning. What up, E-Dog?
Yeah, seriously, yeah. Hopefully
We'll
the
be
kids
back.
weren't listening.
It's the drive.
All right, Lincoln, if you're a diesel technician who's ready to earn up to $40 an hour and you're tired of working nights and weekends, listen up. Inland Truck Parts and Service is hiring experienced diesel technicians right here in Lincoln, and they're offering what every hardworking tech wants. Monday through Friday hours, no nights, no weekends, and paid training on advanced diesel technology. With 37 locations across 12 states, career advancement opportunities are endless. Start building towards your future and apply today at inlandtruck.com. That's inlandtruck.com. Or text APPLY to 785-369-1320.
Sometimes good people make mistakes. When you find yourself in need of an attorney, call Liberty Law Group. The attorneys at Liberty Law Group will defend you in court and protect your freedom to get you the best possible outcome and the justice you deserve. Trust your freedom to Liberty Law Group, the best criminal attorneys in Nebraska and Iowa. Call them today at 877-404-5238. That's 877-404-5238. Or check them out online at libertylawgroup.com.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hey guys, Nick Sainert here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, December 5th for a special edition of Old School from 3 to 6 p.m. at Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill. We're raising awareness and funds for the Nebraska Greats Foundation, and we'll have many former Husker greats in attendance to promote as well. That's Old School this Friday at Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill at 27th and Jamie Lane, sponsored by Alpha Wealth Advisors.
At Riddles Jewelry, we know there are moments in life when you realize this is what it's all about. And you wish you could hold on to that feeling forever. This is why we've made jewelry our passion for 65 years. This holiday season, find the perfect gift with savings up to 50%. Riddles Jewelry, family owned since 1959.
Located in Lincoln at the Gateway Mall.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Back Nine Golf in South Lincoln is the premier indoor golf experience in the state. The weather in the winter months is cold, windy, and as unpredictable as a tee shot on the 450-yard par 4. With top-of-the-line full-swing simulators and a PGA teaching professional, Back Nine Golf is there to help you improve your game and lower your score. Back Nine Golf is open to the public with 24/7 access for members. Learn about Back Nine's variety of memberships today and see the facility for yourself at 7501 South 15th Street in Lincoln, just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Back Nine Golf, your premier indoor golf and events destination.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team or check us out at koppelcars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
MWR is dedicated to building attractive, affordable steel buildings that exceed your expectations. From commercial to residential to agriculture storage, steel buildings are cost-effective, attractive, and versatile. Plus, they're a lasting investment and an ideal choice. MWR uses Sentinel Building Systems out of Albion and can service you all over the state and region. If you have interest in a steel building, post-frame building, or fencing, give MWR a call today at 402-980-5273 or go to mwrbuildingandfence.com.
Are you looking for an exciting new way to put your skills to work? Explore new career options in the fintech industry at Currency, a Sandhills Global company. We offer full-time positions in financial sales, compliance, operations, and other fields. We also offer a 4.5-day work week, an attractive benefits package, and opportunities for advancement. Put your motivation to work and grow with us at Currency. Visit gocurrency.com/careers to learn more.
Welcome to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert. Former football national champion, speaker, and author Aaron Davis.
Pain is a teacher if you use it. And the lessons in the carnage of pain sometimes are elusive. They hide, they're stealth. The work is finding the lessons through the pain. There's always a message in the mess. Depends on if we want to get dirty and look for it.
Nick Sainert.
Driving left side is Boyer, picks up his dribble, looking for some help, decides to go up strong with it, and the layup will rattle home. Jack Riley picks the pocket of BJ Bradford up the floor to Jack Hostrider. Watch out! Mafisi in the lane, kicks it out. 3-ball, Townsley, right wing, it's good!
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we are back on this tremendous Tuesday. Nick, headline of today, of course, the past 24 hours. It actually almost happened about 24 hours ago now, when Nebraska made it known they were relieving Nebraska defensive coordinator John Butler of his duties. What's your initial thoughts on it, brother?
Yeah, I think I've tried to keep like somewhat of a clearer head through this, just because it's important to. I think both things can be true here. As I fumble through my words, I think both things can be true. To where John Butler, there was serious issues with the defense this year, especially the run defense. I think, however, it is also fair and accurate to say that it's not solely on John Butler for what Nebraska struggled with this year. And I understand that that's a very cop-out-ish answer.
No, it's a fact.
But in all honesty, as we are talking about John Butler here, from game 1 to game 12, there wasn't progress in things that coaches do control. And when it's all said and done, you do have to evaluate changes. I think I'm more concerned. For me, this isn't a John Butler. I mean, it is obviously a John Butler conversation, but I think more so is it's Nebraska's third defensive coordinator next year in 3 years. And that is a lot of change. And I asked Jay yesterday, Jay and I talked about this. I was like, how big of a deal is this? It's not as much of a, what does this mean for players, AD? Mm-hmm. Or me concerned with players being able to start to buy into a defensive coordinator. It's more so of, I hope that Matt Rule can hire a good coach. Like that's as honest of an answer and comment as I think I'll make today. To where there's been, we talked about it way before this even came down the pipe. There's been a lot of coach turnover. There's been a lot of coaches hired and not stuck around. And going forward, you don't want to get into this business of just turnover after turnover. And I hope that at some point here, whether it's continuity on the offensive staff, whether it's continuity on the defensive staff, I would hope that this next hire for Matt Rule is one that Nebraska can hold on to for the next couple of years.
Nick, I had a chance, and this pertains to the story. Brandon Fraser plays in this new movie called Rental Family.
Okay.
It's a great movie. I've seen it Saturday. Without spoiling this part, there's a lot of mistrust because there's constant transition.
Mm-hmm.
This whole company is about transition and filling roles temporarily, and then they're out. Nebraska, that has been a revolving door.
Yeah.
When you have 3 DCs in 4 years, continuity, confidence, and trust are gone.
Yeah.
You can't establish that every 365 days. Now, Nick, when you think about it like that, how do you?
Yeah.
The lack of stability has cost this defense year after year. Now, in think about in Butler's defense. I'm going to say this in Butler's defense.
Okay, yeah.
He stepped into a brutal situation, first of all. Nash Hutchmacher, Nash gone, Ty gone, Jamari Butler gone, Princewell gone, MJ Sherman gone, John Bullock gone, Mekhi Bayer gone. That's essentially your whole front 7.
Yeah.
All gone. The replacements, Nwerny, McCullough, Gabe Moore, who we've hardly seen as far as that goes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the plan was for Gabe Moore. I think they've kind of executed on that plan.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing is we saw Gabe Moore, I think, even more than maybe we expected to, simply because other guys didn't step up. Watson Trent, those guys did not match production or experience. And this is reality. Love those kids. Didn't match it. I mean, that's just the bottom line. Here's the numbers. Uma Mellon's at Ole Miss, 6.5 sacks. Nebraska's 2025 sack leader, 2.5 sacks. Rushing defense, 4.8 yards per allowed. That's 114th nationally. Almost half a first down, almost every touch. Explosive runs allowed. Here's the kicker. 67 runs of 10-plus yards, Nick. 67 runs of 10-plus yards. Yeah.
Heck, we've seen about 7 of them against Michigan. 28 runs of 15-plus yards. 24 runs of 10-plus yards in the USC, UCLA, and PSU stretch alone. I'm going to read that again. 24 runs of 10-plus yards. You're not winning games with those numbers.
You're not, and that's the biggest thing, because the games that you just mentioned there, Michigan, USC, Penn State, Iowa, there's ample time in between to make adjustments, especially from Michigan to USC. We're talking the Michigan game was played on, what was that, September 20th? It was
Something
September
like
20th. You had from September 20th till essentially November 1st. There was a bye week in between right after Michigan to make some adjustments. And then after the USC game, you come back out, play a bad UCLA team. I'm not trying to discredit the win. You play a bad UCLA team. You win that game comfortably the way you, or not comfortably, you win it by 7, and then you have basically a week and a half, realistically a week and a half, to really hone in on what is Penn State and Iowa going to do? What do they want to do? And it was no surprise for anybody. And yet it looked potentially worse as the season went on. And that's what's, I think, was most alarming for me. I want to say this on the text line, because Big Ty says we didn't fire Tony White, he would still be here. There was, maybe I shouldn't bring this up. I mean, there was an understanding that when Nebraska hired John Butler 2 years ago from Buffalo, that more likely than not, he was going to be the next DC. You could kind of feel the runway of Tony White at Nebraska coming to an end. Maybe the fan base didn't feel this, and that's okay. I'm just telling you kind of what we expected going into that season in 2024. What we kind of expected after that. We didn't know if that was going to be a Tony White going to a head coaching job. We didn't know if that was going to be to another defensive coordinator role. But it was kind of the writing was somewhat on the wall. One thing that we knew about John Butler is he wanted to be a defensive coordinator. That's what he wanted. And there was some, I would say, turmoil and just disagreements of his time in Buffalo, to where he thought that maybe he might have been the shoe-in to be the Buffalo Bills defensive coordinator. Sean McDermott went in a different direction, and that's what made him a little more available for Nebraska to get as a defensive backs coach. And so when the, long story short, when the defensive coordinator job came open, it was almost a given that we knew, at least we expected John Butler to be the defensive coordinator. And once again, we can't question the decision. We can't question the decision of whether or not Nebraska should have maybe tried harder to keep Tony White. We can't question the decision of whether or not John Butler was the right hire. Obviously, Matt Rule doesn't believe so anymore, but in that moment he did. And that goes back to my main number one point that we started this segment with, is at some point, Matt Rule needs to hire a good coach. And he's done it before. He's capable of it. He has a lot of contacts. It's just a matter of, there is some concern for me when they'll go talk to somebody, and maybe it's somebody that doesn't currently have a job. Justin Wilcox is a name that has been thrown out a lot, right?
Jim Knowles is out of a job right now at Penn State.
Yeah, it's up in the air. I would say that it's up in the air. But Justin Wilcox is kind of the popular name. I mean, obviously everybody wants Jim Leonard and things like that. They will look at that schedule next year. And if you are a coach that's trying to reinvent your image, right? You look not only at Nebraska's defense, sure, it's young and there's potential.
This is leading right where I want to get to.
It's sure that it's young and there's potential, but that schedule is a gauntlet. And these are things that coaches, when they're looking for jobs, whether it's head coach or coordinator, they look at. Because if you're Justin Wilcox, more than likely, you've been the head coach at Cal since, I believe, 2015. You get fired. I would almost imagine that he wants to eventually get back to being a head coach. If that's the case, he's trying to go somewhere where he feels like 1 or 2 years, reinvent his image, and be able to get back into the head coaching game. And with a schedule like Nebraska has next year, where you face high-powered offenses of Oregon, Indiana, not Michigan, Ohio State, those are all on the roster or on the schedule next year. You might look at this and go, this is a tougher job than maybe what I initially think. And I just want Nebraska to hire a good coach that they can maybe hold on to and have some stability for the next couple of years.
Swim, two things. We talked about adjustments. We've seen the numbers, 67 runs of 10 plus yards. Maybe, in looking at the numbers, you just don't have the personnel on your roster to stop it. That's the reality.
Yeah.
Regardless, to your very point, any DC is going to look at who you have on that roster and who you're going to play. Do they have the Jimmies and the Joes to compete? The X's and O's is one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the right guys who can execute that? And does Matt Rule and company need to get in the portal and get some dogs?
Well, and
Because
that's
here's
the other part. I mean, it's not like John Butler wasn't on the staff last year.
Absolutely.
Right? Or 2 years ago.
Because, Nick, here's the thing. Me and you can go to DBAT right now.
Yeah.
AD, I'm giving you these adjustments. AD, why can't you execute? Nick, I don't have the ability.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
can coach me and train me. I can watch video. But if I don't have the capacity and the ability to do it at the level that's necessary, you can coach. I can go to DBAT every day. Nick, I don't know how to swing a bat very well. No, I can improve, yes. But at the level that you would need me at, if I was trying to make a top tier men's over 50 softball team,
Sure.
and these guys are ballers. Nick, you can coach me all you want.
Yeah.
If I don't have the ability to go to that level, AD, it's been a great run. I got to find somebody else. Here's what I'm simply saying with that being said. We have a lot of young talent. So I'm not knocking these guys by any stretch. However, besides Judy, that's the guy that's gone. And McCullough, he's gone. Those younger ones, Nwarney, Davis, and Cam, am I excited about those guys' youth? I am. But Nebraska has to grow up right now. We can't wait for development with the schedule we have next year.
And part of that, AD, is dudes just going, okay, yeah, it's time for me to grow up. Like it's having that
Do they have that dog in them?
Well, and
that's what we're going to see.
Okay, so and if they don't, then that goes right back. This is going to be, it probably sounds a lot like a back and forth conversation, but in all truth and reality is they all work in sync. And what I mean by that is it is the coach's job to get them ready to go on Saturdays. It's the player's job to be ready to go on Saturdays. If one of those are not working, then the whole entire operation will fail. But then if the entire operation fails, it goes back to the coaches to identify who we need to bring in.
Bingo. And do
so
they have that dog in them?
It is 100% full circle. So yes, as much that's why I don't sit here and go, yeah, you know what? This was 100% the correct decision. I also don't sit here and go, this was 100% the wrong decision. Because I think there are more issues with Nebraska's defense than just John Butler.
Absolutely.
However, we all know that somebody has to, and if Matt Rule looked at this and said, you know what? I think the one thing, the largest thing, the thing that I can control right now to where it will change the outlook for 2026 is to get a new voice and a new perspective and a new coordinator in there. Then so be it. We believe him. Like we have to follow right behind him into the trenches, and that's fine.
Who's got to believe him?
The fans. Like we have to. Well, okay. We have to accept it.
I want to see. We have to accept it.
We have to accept it.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Exactly. And so, yeah, exception. Maybe that's the better word for it.
Right.
And so I sit here and I go, all right, like I'm really intrigued by what the plan is going forward because once again, all these things work in sync. I mean, I talked to a coach just 2 months ago, the week after the Michigan game. And in this day and age, I asked him, I said, in this day and age of NIL and player acquisition in the portal, I was like, what is priority number one? And ever since that moment, he was like, Nick, it is, you have to have good coaches.
Yeah.
You have to have good coaches. And my thing is, that can look different for each guy. Some guys will need a master motivator, somebody that can get you up ready to go on a Saturday, doesn't matter the time of day. Other times it's going to be schematic side of things, the knowledge of the game, the IQ of it. Other days, they don't need to even say anything. They walk into a room, you know that your coordinator means business, which then that trickles down to the rest of the team. But also you need the player veteran leadership, or you need the player leadership. And if you don't have that, that falls back on the coaches, coordinator, position coach, head coach, all together, because back in the months that we're in right now, December, January, February, you did not identify correctly who you needed to have on your roster to go win a game. And we get ready for these other 9 months or 8 months of the year to play 12 games over the course of 3 or 4 months in the fall. What do you do outside of those 14 weeks, the 12 games and 2 bye weeks this season? What did you do in the other 38 weeks of the year to get ready for those 14? And if you sit there and go, you at the end of the calendar and go, well, maybe we could have done something a little bit different. Yeah, there's other problems. And that does go on the leaders in the room, the ones that are in charge of talent acquisition, the GMs, the ones that are in charge of identifying weaknesses, who they should retain, who they should go get. And so are the players at fault? 100%. Do I put a little more of the responsibility and accountability on the coaches? I absolutely do as well. And maybe that's just the younger, like Gen Z, as everybody likes to talk about.
No, Nick, I think what you're saying is the truth, man. The onus, and at the same time, I said what I said about, do you have the Jimmys and Joes in that
100%.
locker room? But the Jimmys and Joes got to play full throttle as well.
Absolutely.
There's only so much the coaches can do. So at that point, you got to have, and not only that, but it goes back to your point, identify guys who have it in them. Are you going to miss some? Yes. But you sure better be right about the majority of the guys that you bring in here. And so I'm going to say this too, man. I personally think, this is my humble opinion, this hire is monumental.
Absolutely.
I think it's monumental. You look at, in the past 3 years, McGuire, Foley, Satterfield, the defensive backs coach, off-field issues that's no longer here.
Mm-hmm.
You have Terrence Knighton. You have White. Now you have Butler.
Yeah.
That's like almost a dozen coaches in 3 years that are no longer here.
And not even talking about there's some lower level staffers.
Exactly.
Nebraska, I'll say this, Nebraska is, in the departure of Tony White last year, lost a couple of lower level staffers that were really, really good.
They were good. So my thing is this. We're wondering why we don't see sometimes stability on the field and flow and fluidity, because we're seeing fluidity in the wrong areas.
Absolutely.
And until that thing gets solved, that's why I think this hire is crucial, because, Nick, I think those initial hires, all great guys. Nick, you're a great guy.
Thank you.
But you know what? Nick, if we go out to Silverhawk Aviation right now and the guy gives you the keys to the plane, I'm not getting on the plane with you because you don't know how to fly it, and neither do I. So and I love how just a buddy you talked about with Florida. Yeah, the head coach now at Florida, somewhere goes, I lost a lot of buddies because I didn't hire them.
Yeah.
Because, hey, it's nothing personal, but you're not the right person for this job.
Yeah.
Let's say Jay Foreman gets a job as head coach. AD, I want to bring as receiver coach. Or I go to Jay and say, Jay, I want to be receivers coach. AD, I can't hire you, dude. You haven't coached anymore. Hey, Jay, but we dogs, man. We boys, man. We grew up together. AD, that doesn't matter. You're not qualified, and I'm not qualified to be a receivers coach.
Yeah.
McGuire, great kid. No way in the world he should have been coaching receivers at 23 years old.
Yeah, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Let him grow.
Yeah.
Let him develop. Or better yet, let his dad hire him down there at Texas Tech.
This is my
Satterfield
thing.
should not have been the OC. Set us back. Foley,
Yeah.
great guy. Shouldn't have been a special teams coach. Those three right there, in my opinion, when you knew you were coming into a situation that had a lot of cracks in the foundation, a lot of studs that had bows in them.
Yeah.
You can't bring in carpenters that don't have experience at restoration.
It's a really interesting conversation to have, because all this goes back to one main guy, and I feel like maybe sometimes we're a little gun shy to say it, but this all goes back to Matt Rule.
I think it's a crucial hire, man.
Like as things are better under Matt Rule. They 100% are, and I want to make sure that's very clear when I say this. But to this point, what has been Matt Rule's best hire? And that's like an open question to the text line. Is it Mike Eckler? I think it's clearly Mike Eckler.
I would say Mike Eckler.
Which somebody asked if Coach Eckler would ever do the defensive coordinator. I don't think. This is where it's also very interesting. Eckler has coached 35 outside linebackers in the NFL.
Nick, that's real quick before you go on. That's exactly what I was going to say, Eckler. His body of work speaks for itself.
I think what I imagine roles will shift. I imagine roles will shift here. And I would imagine that in some capacity, we see maybe Mike Eckler working with linebackers next year in some capacity, potentially. That's just speculation. I don't have any inside knowledge on that. But it's once again, like, there's also something to be said about maybe I truly don't know the answer to this. I don't know if John Butler decided who his position coaches were going to be. I don't know if those decisions came from Matt Rule. I don't know if it was a collective decision. I don't know the answer to that. And maybe because we don't know the answer to that, that's alarming. Maybe that's part of the problem. Like, I think back to a lot of just staffs around the country is like, this is why I once again, just a very open conversation here. How can we expect John Butler to mesh with all these guys that are in his room as coaches if he didn't know them, if he doesn't know who they are? And so I go back once again, it all points back to Matt Rule, is to where, to this point, your best hire came, and maybe Dana's in that conversation too, but your best hire came to the special teams coordinator, and that's fine. But it was also one that, as somebody that knows the story of how it came about and the inner workings of it, somewhat fell in your lap.
Yeah.
And I sit here and I think to myself, that's why I said what I said right at the start of this segment, where I hope that this next hire is good, is a very relative and generic term, but I hope that it's a good hire. And it's not me it's not even me having concern or belief that Matt Rule can't hire a good coach. That's not it. It's just, I want to see it. And with that being said, AD, I know I'm rambling on here.
No, you're not rambling at all, man.
I will say this. We can now look back on some decisions that they made as a staff with some guys, right? And the biggest one is like Riley Van Poppel. And this is not a personal shot at RVP, but you elect to redshirt him 2 years ago in order to get him ready for this upcoming season. And collectively as a staff and I guess as an individual, we can be upfront and honest with it. The output there was not acceptable. What we heard you were doing the entire year last year of why he redshirted and why you elected to keep him out, it didn't look like it benefited him this year. And so naturally questions will arise. And that's just the business that we're all in.
It is, man. Like I said, all those the transition we've had of coaches. I don't know those guys from Adam from what I hear. They're great guys. But again, Nick, this is not a buddy system. I mean, it is a buddy system, unfortunately, but at the same time, if your buddy can't produce, you're not doing yourself or your buddy a favor by bringing them in a situation to where there's going to be a different skill set necessary. As far as that goes. And where Nebraska is at right now, going into year 4 with an absolute brutal schedule, you got to have some guys in there, man, that are dialed in, that know the lay of the land, and also have the people around them that they're comfortable with, man. Like I said, that's just a reality, So it's going to be a very interesting hire. And like I said, I think this is one of the most important. I think this hire personally is probably one of his most important hires since he's been here.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I brought up Mike Eckler, again, as a potential linebackers, just helper, right? He was Nebraska's linebackers coach from 2008 to 2010. He coached linebackers at Indiana in 2011 to 2012, coached linebackers at USC in 2013, coached linebackers at Georgia, coached linebackers at North Texas, coached linebackers at North Carolina, coached linebackers at Kansas, coached linebackers at Tennessee. This is his first job since he was a grad assistant in 2007 to where he was not involved in the linebackers. That is something that I look at and I go, identifying strengths. We talk about it all the time with players. I've been identifying players' strengths. You also have to identify coaching strengths.
Yeah.
And if you felt like when the linebacker play was subpar this year at best, right? There were a lot of guys that you were not able to get going. And from game 1 to game 12, there was no adjustment. Yes, you have to allow guys to do their job, but you also have to look at it and go, maybe this is not working.
You know, Swim, I would say, I would say with the adjustment part, I would say, in my opinion, a bigger thing than the lack of, maybe perceived lack of adjustments, I would say a lack of execution.
100%.
Because those coaches could have went, I'm sure they made adjustments, but adjusting and actually executing on the adjustments are two different things. And I just don't think there's a lot of execution that was going on.
100%.
Unknown texter from Cali, what's up, 8668? Why would it be alarming? We don't know if Butler or Rule hired defensive staff. They don't have to tell us that info. You know what? I would agree with you on that.
They don't have to, but it didn't work.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I wouldn't say they have to tell us. What I would say though, 8668, I personally don't care if they do or not tell me, Nick.
Yeah.
I just want to see a different product on the field.
Yeah.
You know, so whether they tell us that or divulge that information, I could care less. I just want to see, like everybody else that's a Nebraska fan, I just want to see a different product on the field. I'm not saying you win every game. It's awfully nice, but it's hard to do that. Just show improvement and not minuscule improvement. I want to see improvement. I know they want to see improvement too. So we'll see what happens. Folks, when we come back, got the AD. Actually, no, we got some more segments. We're going to talk some more about this and get your opinions, read some of your texts. It's The Drive, 97.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mostly sunny skies with a light breeze and an afternoon high near 34. Tonight, a chance of flurries, otherwise increasing cloud cover, low around 24. And tomorrow, a slight chance of snow showers, otherwise mainly cloudy and windy, with the high near 31. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fletcher for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you tired of your usual barbershop experience? Stop into Scissors and Scotch today. I know what you're thinking. Drink during a haircut? Don't worry. First comes the precision cut from one of their experienced barbers, followed by your complimentary cocktail in their upscale lounge. Scissors and Scotch blends your old school barber feel with your favorite watering hole. And now you can earn $10 off by simply mentioning The Ticket. And if you're an existing member, still mention The Ticket for an exclusive offer. Offer valid at Lincoln location only. Scissors and Scotch, located just south of 30th and Yankee Hill, and online at lincoln.scissorscotch.com.
Big value and big flavor meet at Wings and Rings thanks to the all-new delicious Duo Combo. This is the one you've been waiting for. Get one half-sized appetizer and 2 entrees with a side for only $19.99. Bring a friend for the best deal in town on any day of the week, during game time, or whenever the heck you want. Their made-to-order wings and chicken sandwiches are waiting for you at their 68th and O and 40th and Old Cheney locations. Stop by Wings and Rings and celebrate every day with the best meal deal in town.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
It's basketball season, and Salt Mine City is your pregame and postgame headquarters in the Haymarket for craft beers and great food. Get ready for the game with their big, fatty 7-ounce hamburger or try a Reuben sandwich served on Blackstone rye bread. And don't forget their beef or chicken nachos with guacamole, sour cream, jalapenos, and more. Wash it down with one of their 12 beers on tap, including the popular Single Axle Light American Lager. Salt Mine City, your basketball headquarters, now open at 2 p.m. Monday through Thursday and 11 a.m. Friday through Sunday at 8th and R.
At Riddles Jewelry, we know there are moments in life when you realize this is what it's all about. And you wish you could hold on to that feeling forever. This is why we've made jewelry our passion for 65 years. This holiday season, find the perfect gift with savings up to 50%. Riddles Jewelry, family owned since 1959.
Located in Lincoln at the Gateway Mall.
Empire Netting and Fence delivers top quality netting and fence solutions. From major sports venues to backyard installs and everything in between, coast to coast. We take on tough jobs with grit, integrity, and a strong commitment to safety. Empire is growing, and we're hiring motivated people ready to grow with us. We build each other up, and we're building something big. Think you've got what it takes? Apply now at empire-fence.com. That's empire-fence.com.
Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road, just south of 14th and Highway 2.
Now back to the drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainer, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, we are back. Unknown Texter 8688. But that's our job. We got to talk about it. Because that's the problem with all the media, et cetera, covering this program. Too much attention, positive and negative. It's like coaching in the fishbowl. You got to step back. Well, you can't step back as talking about a program. And it is a fishbowl. Go to Tennessee. Go to Athens, Georgia.
Yeah.
Go to Gainesville. Go to Tallahassee.
You know, when you don't have questions, you start winning.
Well, I tell you this.
If you win games and you don't need staff changes, that's when the questions will stop.
Well, and I think even when you win, Coach Osborne was questioned when he lost one game.
Sure.
He can't win the big one. We heard that from Coach. I'll tell you what. And Unknown Texter 8668, this is why I'm not saying, I mean, it's what someone does. It's what you do. It's media. You ask questions, etc.
Is it a fishbowl at Nebraska? 1,000%. Like this place is in every good way. It is psychotic. I mean, that it is.
Nick, people better be glad it is a fishbowl, because the moment it doesn't become one, it goes into that apathy thing again. There are other organizations and programs that would love to have a fishbowl.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's pleasant. I'm not saying it's comfortable, but when you make the type of money that coaches across the country make, it comes with the territory. It's a part of the job.
You know what you're
deal
stepping
with
into.
Exactly.
You know what you're stepping into in this moment.
And there's a reason why coaches are going after big jobs, because they know it's a fishbowl.
Yeah.
And if they don't like it, don't go for the job.
Yeah. I just, and once again, like, none of this is meant to come across as calling for jobs. Like I will say this. I was very, very much in the mindset before I got into this business. I mean, when I was young, obviously I still am, but like of the whole, like, man, we need to fire everybody. Well, then you get into this little situation here to where we get to know some of these coaches and get to have conversations a little bit more than just football as well. And you're sitting there going, okay, yeah, you know what? I wish it didn't have to go this way. I wish it didn't have to, you guys didn't have to get fired, but at times changes just need to be made. And not everybody can have the smooth exit and find a new job. And that's how you kind of play it off of like, okay, hey, we decided to mutually part ways, but we got you another job. So you're going to go take this job and we'll just kind of mutually part ways. Not everybody can have that exit. And so understanding it just from a business standpoint, like this is, once again, I asked a very prominent coach on the staff back in September. I said, look, do you guys ever feel like you have 100% job security? And this is a staff member that has 100%, I would say is very, very close to 100% job security. And he goes, absolutely not. He said, absolutely not. I do not feel, we never feel safe. And this just probably goes to show, like you just, there are so many problems in addition to John Butler on this defense specifically. But ultimately, he is the most dispensable piece, is the coordinator. That's the most dispensable piece. But once again, AD, as you just said it, you get into this job knowing that.
Yeah, it is what it is.
And so
you got to roll with it and deal with it.
Yeah, there's a lot that Nebraska needs to work on. And there's a lot of questions, rightfully so, that the fan base has. There's a lot of questions that I think we as folks covering this program have in terms of, okay, like what is priority number one? What do you want if you're Matt Rule? And we'll get to talk to Matt Rule on the signing day press conference tomorrow. And I'm sure these questions will come up. Now, will he answer them? Who knows, right? Because I could also see him saying, look, I'm going to make an opening statement about John, but then we're not going to have questions about John. And we just want to make it about the 2026 class. And that's fine. But tomorrow we'll get to talk to Matt Rule. And I'm sure one of the conversations is going to be, what do you look for in the next DC? Because we talked about it, AD, throughout the season, where, yeah, the players didn't take on really the mentality that we wanted to see time and time again.
Not consistently.
But
for
that
sure.
also there's also something to be said about they need to light that fire within themselves.
Mhm.
But also you need to put guys in the place to where when they walk in, they can light the fire into their guys that they're coaching as well.
Some people swim. I like what you said there because, and I'm saying this obviously in the most healthy manner. Fire starter, arsonist, whatever you want to call it, and I'm talking about a good way. You have to have coaches in every sport, regardless if it's at Nebraska or someplace else, that simply knows how to light a fire in people. And Nick, it goes back to what you said earlier. In a coach that understands, you coach guys differently.
100%.
Because guys are you read, just like in learning. Some people are auditory learners. Some people are do better when they see something. Some people do things when they read something. And that's why you make materials. It's our radio station. We have it in every platform. You can read it, you can listen to it, you can watch it. It's the same thing with a coach. You have to know how that player best learns, how they best get inspired, how they best get motivated. And that's not an easy thing to do. So again, it brings back to the thing to where when you're hiring, regardless for football or basketball, whatever it may be, you're bringing in that right guy or gal to do it because it's not an easy thing to do. It's easy for us to talk about it. I mean, it's easy for us to talk about it.
And it's easier for us to sit here and be like, oh, fire John Butler and hire this guy and everything's going to be great. Well, it's got to mesh. Like the other part is it needs to mesh between Matt or Coach Rule and whoever the next DC is. Like you want to throw all these names out there of oh my gosh, Jim Leonard and Justin Wilcox and the guy from SMU that everybody's talking about, all that stuff. You want to throw all these names out there. Sure. Mark Stoops is another name that I've seen out there. But like it's gotta fit. And part of Matt Rule's job as the head coach is to make sure that all these moving pieces and all of these parts, you're never going to have it 100% seamless, but to have it as close to it as possible. Have it as close to it as possible, because when you get into war with these dudes, when you get into battle, you have to know that everybody's moving in the same direction. And I'm very intrigued to see what direction Nebraska needs to go, because I think more so like there was so much made, and as somebody that does the post game shows with Jay, and we get texts and calls about it all the time about the 3-3-5 and the scheme and the X's and O's and all that stuff. While that's important 100%, you have to have belief. You have to have belief in not only your coaches as a player, the coaches have to have 100% belief in the dudes that they're putting out there as well.
Right.
It all works together in full circle mode to where identify those guys, identify the ones you want to retain, identify the ones that you're okay. Hey, you know what? If you want to test the portal waters, go ahead. And then also go out and identify what's available to you.
Absolutely.
And there's part one is getting the money that Matt Rule talks about, right? Understand now.
You better invest it well.
Bingo. If you're not correctly investing in it, or if you're misidentifying talent, then these same problems are going to arise. And a lot of that comes from coaching. Money is a very, very short-term Band-Aid fix. We're seeing it with Texas Tech right now, right? They're going to be potentially in the playoff, and they have a chance because they spent so much money and they just have superior talent. But time and time again, to continuously ask for more money and have poor coaching is not going to automatically translate to wins. Because money wasn't the reason Iowa won that game on Friday. Money wasn't the reason that Penn State kicked Nebraska's butt around on the football field 2.5 weeks ago. And so you have to have coaching. You have to have guys that can make adjustments on the field.
You know, I'm excited to see what goes down. I mean, you got all these bowl practices, which are going to be huge for the development of these guys and just how these guys respond to each other. You know, January 2nd will be interesting until the 16th, I believe it is. You got that window for the portal, who stays, who leaves, who's going to be let known that, hey, we're going to go another direction. Because it's just the way that college football is now. It's the way college basketball is right now. It's the way college sports are right now. So again, it's not just in Nebraska, it's at schools all over the country. So I'm glad they got some more time to practice in the jail. And we'll see what happens as far as that goes, man. But yeah, as of right now, we are in the hunt for a new DC and excited to see what happens with it. We'll be back, folks. It is The Drive for the Attitude Adjustment. We'll be back.
This is your year to win way more than bragging rights. At Warhorse Casino, your love of the game could earn you serious cash. The Pro Football Frenzy is free to play with cash prizes all season long, like up to $1,000 weekly, with your chance at $1 million, all while earning tier points and comp points every time you place a sports bet. Only at Warhorse Casino. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
The top-ranked Nebraska volleyball team is trying to play its way to the Final Four in Kansas City. Make your plans now to cheer on the Huskers with a VIP travel experience from Sports Trip and the Nebraska Alumni Association. Travel round trip from Lincoln in a luxury motor coach with free parking, plus an overnight stay at the beautiful Hotel Indigo in Kansas City. See details and register at HuskerAlumniTrip.com. Hurry, spots are limited. Register now at HuskerAlumniTrip.com. Select Plumbing and Utility has been serving Lincoln and the surrounding area for 14 years, and they're not slowing down. Select Plumbing and Utility handles all your plumbing needs, from faucets and water heaters to full renovations, and they can even help with your heating and cooling needs. They're also Lincoln's underground experts, repairing and replacing broken underground water and sewer lines since day one. Contact Select Plumbing and Utility today at 402-560-6197, assuring excellence in every situation, opportunity, and challenge. That's 402-560-6197.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, the #1 fastest growing GMC dealer in the Omaha and Lincoln area. We are going to keep this train rolling in a big way with new half-ton and 4x4 pickup trucks starting at $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You heard that right, $12,500 off list price or 0% financing. You pick which one works better for you. Please stop on in the dealership and meet the team, or check us out at CoppellCars.com. Stock number C280930. All deals with approved credit.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Hey there, this is Paul Scheel, owner of High Electric. I want to thank our friends and loyal customers and introduce High Electric to those looking for a new electrician. We've been serving the Lincoln and Omaha area for over 30 years, from design to install, upgrades, and repair. If you are a homeowner or a small business needing some electrical work, call us at 402-466-6606 or check us out at hyelectric.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program by building a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Hey guys, Nick Sainert here. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday, December 5th, for a special edition of Old School from 3 to 6 p.m. at Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill. We're raising awareness and funds for the Nebraska Greats Foundation, and we'll have many former Husker greats in attendance to promote as well. That's Old School this Friday at Liquid Assets Sports Bar and Grill at 27th and Jamie Lane, sponsored by Alpha Wealth Advisors.
Now back to The Drive with Aaron Davis and Nick Sainert, sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back. We got a swim week. Remember, I'll be ducking out tomorrow. I got an 11:20 flight out of Lincoln.
How about that? So you got to get there at 11? I was just looking yesterday. Our good friends at the Lincoln Airport, they had a Cyber Monday deal with Breeze Airways.
Tell me about
and like they were offering up to 60% off flights. Breeze Airways was out of Lincoln for Cyber Monday deals. It might still be going on. Sometimes they extend those things. So check it out now. But I mean, don't forget, you can go to Orange County. You can go to Orlando from Lincoln. I was thinking about getting away was thinking about getting away
That's a
in
heck
like
of a
April
deal,
next
man.
year. And it was only going to cost a bit less than $200 because of the Cyber Monday deal. So, once again, check it out. Breeze Airways. Shout out to our friends at the Lincoln Airport. Awesome folks over there.
I love it. I love the selection they're getting out there, man. Like I said, I wish I could fly
Yeah.
to Lincoln more. Flights like that are definitely making it more economical.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to be able to the quick trip. I'll leave here probably 10:25.
Yeah.
Put me at the airport at 10:45.
Right after our first segment of the 10 o'clock hour.
Yeah. And then just go right through security, carry on, and be good to go.
There you go.
Folks, 80 attitude adjustment is this. And I posted this morning on my socials. Discipline doesn't negotiate. I'm going to say it again. Discipline does not negotiate. When you're tired, when you're frustrated, when you don't feel like doing that thing that day, whatever it may be, discipline does not negotiate. And here's one thing about discipline, folks. Most people lose in the small moments long before the big moments arrive. I look at my own life. There were times that billions of times that I've lost in small moments, and that's why the big moments didn't pan out right. Nick, this client I'm speaking for tomorrow, Thursday morning, the Missouri Bankers Association. I have been diving into their theme, their history, the bankers that'll be there, studying the game tape, if you would. Those little moments, because when the lights hit, I can't be trying to get ready. I got to be ready. Discipline doesn't negotiate. And Nick, the times where I have blown it, I can go back and say, AD, you didn't prep right, bro. I can look at the holes, the small things I didn't do well. So keep that and remind that in your own life. Discipline does not negotiate. Doesn't matter how you feel. You know what to say to your feelings. Blank your feelings. You guys, there's a job to get done, a mindset's established. Discipline does not negotiate. Well, there's going to be a lot of negotiations, Nick. There's a lot of those going on right now.
That is right.
College football. Oregon State just got a new coach as well. It was formerly with Alabama. We'll talk about him tomorrow as well. In the what's going on with BYU and Penn State. So we got a lot of things to discuss the rest of the week. Folks, thanks for riding with us this morning. I think it's one-on-one with DP coming up next. Stay tuned. It's The Drive, 937 Ticket.